President of the African Development Bank, Mr. Akinwumi Adesina, has implored the federal government of Nigeria to refrain from tax increases. Speaking at the 51st annual conference of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, themed Trusting Governance, the Afdb boss stated that Nigeria's low tax-to-GDP ratio is not a justification for increasing taxes. According to Adesina, other countries with high tax rates have functional free education and free healthcare systems, and such cannot be said for Nigeria. As tax increments would be a double jeopardy, he said, to overtax citizens who provide basic amenities the government has failed to offer. Joining us to discuss further is Arise business analyst Chika Mbonu. Good morning, sir. You're very welcome.
This morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Well, what do you make of Akinwumi Adesina's argument at ICANN?
Well, I mean, on this program, I defined, or I've copied a social definition of tax that I read somewhere. Where they said that the government is actually supposed to provide an enabling environment for every business.
Yes.
Basically, the power required to run the business, the roads, the infrastructure, logistics, things that make the business, life easier for the business.
Right.
So as a result of this provision of these items to the business will make profit.
Right.
Sometimes supernormal profits. And therefore, the government has a right to say that we give you an enabling environment for a business to thrive. You need to share with us the profit you have made in a business. And that's a tax. So they define tax as the share of profit to the government for them assisting you, enabling your business to become very profitable. In that wise, there's a moral authority for the government to go and ask for tax. And if it's on that platform, therefore that you're comparing the tax to GDP ratio, you can actually say that Nigerian tax to GDP ratio is low. If that platform is other things being equal. Now, but you see in Nigeria, which is what the argument that Adesina was saying, is that business that the government is supposed to provide the power has its own power. I've told you that if you go to some of these malls, you will find a section of the mall that is dedicated to generators, all tied together with chain.
Right.
And most likely they provide their own water.
Yes.
And then other security even, they provide security.
Yes.
So all the elements that the government should actually provide from the tax process, the citizens are providing for themselves. So on what basis then are you going to be increasing, the tax to these citizens when you're not doing that? Logical argument. It agrees with the definition social definition I gave to you about tax, because the government will see here is not providing that for the people. You already know that in this program, how a lot of businesses are crying. SMEs in Nigeria are struggling because of the issue of the lack of infrastructure, end-to-end, another element. And so that's that. So I identify myself with his comments.
Okay.
And basically that's aligns with the definition I gave to you about the tax. The government share in the profit of the company as a result of they're giving an enabling environment for your business to thrive. Here, Nigeria, that's not the case. That's not the case.
Yesterday, Chika, you spoke extensively about wasteful spending, high levels of borrowing, where our fiscal structure, where we are now. How else can we raise revenue if not
let me tell you,
rising taxes?
I have found out that in Nigeria, there's lack of rigor in the way things are done in the government. And it's not just this government, it permeates the government attitude for Nigeria. We're always looking for the easier solution. Why is it the economy? Why has the economy not diversified? Because it's easier to sell one barrel of crude at $80 per barrel and then, share it at the end of the month. So who wants to go and worry about cocoa or palm oil or cotton or gold even, when you can just dig and then oil pour out? Very easy.
Yeah.
So we like the shortcuts. There are so many in this program. We've done so many things about leakages.
Yep.
You know, and look at the private jets. A lot of them, the report came out. A lot of them came out. Came into Nigeria without paying the right duties. And you know how tax is treated in other countries.
Right.
That tax is if you don't pay your tax, you can lay that claim to the top 1% of the society. What the top 1% of the society is known for is the fact of what they're paying their what the right tax. But Nigeria, the reverse is the case. So see the amount of money of duties lost there. I told you here also that a lot of companies have got pioneer status.
Yep. And
these pioneer status have expiry period. A lot of them have expired. Nobody has gone after them to go and check, that they're paying the right taxes.
Yeah.
We thought about the export-free zones, the conditions for, approving them. A lot of people actually manufacture goods there and don't pay the road duty. If you manufacture goods in the export-free zones, to sell them in Nigeria, you have to pay duty now. But they just slide in as, and just come and sell the goods in Nigeria without paying the right duty.
Yeah.
So the leakages are so many that if these leakages are plugged, that 6% tax to GDP ratio will actually rise. But as I told you, the easiest solution is to do what? Just increase tax. Yeah. Instead of expanding revenue, we can borrow. Instead of expanding our revenue base and doing the diligence required to focus on agriculture, just can borrow. Looking for shortcuts always. Yeah. And that's the problem with our country. So the leakages are so many. If the leakages are plugged, our tax to GDP ratio will actually rise to double digits. That's it. So it's not an issue of, but it's very simplistic. Very easy for them to say, move a VAT to 20%. In the morning program, I heard when Refrain was talking about it, that the OECD have thought about reducing corporate tax.
Right.
Nigeria didn't sign to it.
Because Nigeria wants to quit collecting as much as she can.
As much as she can in tax. Yeah. But that's what is happening worldwide. No wonder that our environment has ceased to be the destination of first choice for FDIs, foreign direct investments. Because all this in a basket, I think it's required to encourage companies to come into our country. Yeah, companies come into our country to come and invest. Because the more you get, it's not just the 30% tax. The issue is volume. The more revenues the company get, even the ratio is small, 10%, you get more tax than slamming 30% of people who are making losses.
By minutes ago, I want to get your thoughts on the informal sector, increasing collections in that. Would that help as well?
Yeah, of course it will help, the informal sector. But the informal sector, I don't know the people, have you tried to go to Alaba of late? Look at the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. A lot of the trailers and things, containers are falling down and stuff like that. Look at the roads. Look, have you gone there sometimes? Some of them don't have power for almost 18, 19 hours in a day.
So it would be tough to collect anything.
So what's government? You go there, ask what's government doing for us. Remember the division I gave to you about tax.
Indeed. Arise business analyst Chika Mbodo. Thank you, Chika, for taking us through taxes and what needs to be done. You're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise News.